All right, well, here we go again across the Western Pacific. Things are starting to get active. We have a tropical wave just around Guam, bringing scattered showers out there. Also, we have another tropical wave that's been moving over the Philippines, been bringing flooding into Cebu, scattered showers across much of central and northern Luzon. A few areas here just past 24 hours, seeing upwards about 40 to 50 millimeters, even into the Metro Manila area. That tropical wave and this tropical wave, most guidance does show both of these areas spinning up as we go ahead into next week. I'm meteorologist Robert Spetta, by the way. Please do like, subscribe to this channel if you do want to help us out. But let's talk about this. Here's the deal. We do have this tropical wave that's pushing off towards west. It is drawing a little bit of dry air behind it. So for the time being, you're actually over the weekend going to start to see some drier weather there into Luzon. But as we look ahead, the moisture is going to get pulled from this area and this area. They're both going to combine with the southwest monsoon and help to trigger up these showers. This is the GFS ensemble. I like using this. Gives you a good idea of what we can expect in confidence with these models. GFS right here wants to kind of put several of these circles on top of each other. That's confidence building in. Then over here, look at that, pulling off towards the southern Japanese islands or Taiwan. Both of these would have the big issue with the habagat. They would really just start to trip the showers. Now, as we've seen with the last one, it wasn't that much of a big deal because our area, which was Typhoon Chaba, really just kind of pulled most of the moisture away from the Philippines. It was a bigger issue for southern areas of China. Now, it's going to set up here, though, is based on most of the guidance. It looks like this area could be stronger, and if that is the influence, by Monday night, that's what I'm showing you here, we start to see that inflow come in from the southwest. This is in the Tuesday night, still continued inflow for parts of Palawan over towards Mindoro, and then it hits up into Luzon by Wednesday, and then eventually over towards Taiwan or the southern Japanese islands. It's all about that river of moisture and how the conveyor belt acts with both of these systems in the extended forecast. And this is one of those setups where it gets tricky when we have two lows next to each other. It's pretty simple, to be quite honest with you. When we have one area of low pressure and then you have a high pressure, they're just kind of running around it. It's very easy to kind of guide where these storms could head. When you get these multiple systems next to each other, they interact and the models have a hard time dealing with it. It's one of those reasons why you want to continue to check back in. But I would expect just more showers for the Philippines and especially over there towards Taiwan if that area does develop. But already been seeing plenty of rainfall out here. In fact, some reports of tornadoes as well, just because of that instability and shear or mainly friction as this area pushes overhead with this tropical wave. But that tropical wave starts to deepen and pull off towards our north and west as we go ahead over towards Sunday and into Monday. There you go. You got that area. You have another area spinning right in here, lifting off towards our north, towards the southern Japanese islands, right there by Wednesday. So yeah, both of these areas with that river of moisture going to be creating that 1-2 punch. And ECMWF even pulls it closer to Okinawa. So for my friends there as well, you want to continue to watch this. This is the global hazards outlook, just another graphic to confirm what we can be expecting here. Global hazard outlook says tropical cyclone formation. Moderate here through the 6th, which is today, 6th through the 12th, excuse me, but the 13th through the 19th heading into next week. Yeah, pretty much all the easterlies off there towards the west of the Philippines. It's there. That's what that red and white dashed line pretty much indicating here as well. So yeah, we got a few areas to continue to watch throughout the extended forecast. But I think the big issue is sea surface temperatures out here are warm. There's loads of moisture, as showed that initial graphic that this could be tapping into. We're talking about that threat of rainfall, not only for the Philippines, but even parts of Vietnam, Taiwan, the southern Japanese islands. And if one of these start to swallow up the moisture from the other one and becomes a bit more organized, we could have another typhoon on our hands. So initial forecast here, it's a hot, scattered mess on satellite right now, so we're definitely going to keep you posted. I think some of the biggest cities that could be impacted by this would be Cebu, parts of Visayas, just because of that inflow that's going to be kicking around with it very likely here throughout the extended forecast. All right, if you watched all the way through the end, it means you probably found this video useful. Please check out our Patreon, links down below. Yeah, $2, $6, or $10 a month, just $2 a month. If enough people put in $2 a month, it really does add up, and it helps make these updates possible. You might have noticed about halfway through the update, for about 20 seconds, it actually got a little dark in here. One of my lights dimmed. I have to get a new light. But it's from you Patreon subscribers that make these videos possible. So thank you very much for everybody that does help out with this. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, though, please let me know. And of course, the number one thing is stay safe out there. Bye.